All right, Shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right. So we got Shalom. All right. Call on La.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahakadash Wakah.
All right. The water Yahweh Shmi Yahweh Shai, Kahawa Kakadash, Kahawa Wahakadash Wakah. But the Holy Spirit, is what I'm saying. But double honors to the hopefully elect elder apostle slave to be saved, Lord willing, starting with those at the Great Millstone Church. On down to the rest that may be out here abiding under this same doctrine, because this is in fact the true doctrine. All right, much peace and many blessings also to the rest of the brothers teaching this truth in all true faith and sincerity as well, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure, and much peace and many blessings to the rest of the believers, the men, women, and children of the Israelite race, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. As in on this faith as well, man. And shalom to the elect in 1/3, those that will be found to be of the house of David, that will go on to be found to be of the house of David. All right, so yeah, so this is just a warning, man. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord is giving out. And that's how you're gonna be willing, man. You're gonna be sorry. You're gonna be willing, and pretty soon, man. A lot of people about to be willing pretty soon, and willing to what? Willing to take heed, man. Willing to accept reality. Willing to worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and that's what we're going into tonight. It's a nice class, man. All right. Let's go to Proverbs 1. Okay. Shalom, Aki. Yes, the spirit. The brother said he was just thinking about that, man. See, hey, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. The scriptures talk about how it's one spirit. Because pretty much everybody about to bow when the time the Lord is creating a situation, scenarios, and whatnot, to where some is realizing it faster than others. This is something you want to be willing with, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Lord is man. He's all you need and want, man. All right, and the situations he's sitting up right now is people being in their worst nightmares. And it's ultimately you just falling, on the bad hand of the Lord. But let's get that. The brother said that's the spirit. He was just thinking about that verse. Exactly, Psalms 110 and 3. But let's get this real quick to show that's what's going on. Ephesians 4:4.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, this is Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
There is one body and one spirit.
See, there's one body, man. There's only one thing that, that's cracking. There's only one thing to consider, man. There's only one thing that everything is coming down to. You see? Everything is about to bow to. The Lord said if you can hold Philippians 1:27, and Revelations 4:2.
Philippians is chapter 1.
Yeah, 1:27.
Okay.
All right. And Revelation 4:2.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, real quick, let's get Philippians 2:11. Let me just read that real quick.
Okay. Philippians chapter 2 and verse 11.
Matter of fact, started 14:11. Slack it, Romans 14:11. Let's get that one. All right. That's what everything coming down to, man. Everything, every living thing is coming down to this one body, this one spirit, you know? And it's happening all over the earth. You see what I'm saying? And at the end, right? That's when it's all gonna be one. You see what I'm saying? Everybody will be on that one accord, man. You know, you seeing it in people, you know, different lives and scenarios, the elect, the men of the Lord, you know, different situations. We getting to see it early. You see what I'm saying? But if you can bring it out real quick.
Romans chapter 14 and verse 11. For it is written, as I live, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Every knee shall bow to me.
See? Because a bow is you're down. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you got some people being humbled right now. You know? And that's the ones that's trying to get the message to Jake. You see what I'm saying? But they want to play with the Lord. You see?
Okay.
Because he says what? He says, I'm going to grab this real quick. He says, humble. The scriptures tell us how we ought to humble ourselves in the sight of the Lord. Yeah, James 4:10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. You see? You want to humble yourselves. We want to, you know, you want to humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, man. And he's going to lift you up. So they're showing you humbling is when you're down, bowing, hence worshiping. And you have those that's doing that right now because they have been convinced. You see? Let's get this one other one. The scriptures tell us how if we judge ourselves, we shall not be judged. It says, if we judge ourselves, 1 Corinthians 11:31. For if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But those are the ones. So you got ones that get it, you know, and those are the ones that have judged themselves, and they're convincing these other Jakes, these other people, like, yo, better bow down, man. These people have been convinced. If we can get the what's that? 2 Corinthians 5:11.
If I could too. Before we got going, brother posted a lesson. He says basically, you know, embrace the humiliation process. And I was going into the word before we got going for humility, and it just says a modest. Yeah, it's low, but anyway, humility says a modest or low view of one's own importance and his humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that humiliation process is us, like the brother going on to say, like those who get it already. You know, we're in the not humiliation, but the process of humility. You know, knowing before and realizing our condition.
Let me say this too real quick, like basically knowing that you're nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because, and the Lord has shown the elect, those of the house of David, the hopefully elect, that that's the case by putting them through different scenarios to ultimately show them they're nothing. Not that you're just nothing, but you're nothing without the Lord. So that's why we bow to the Lord, because he would put us in situations to where we see, I am nothing without you. You see what I'm saying? So now we end up worshiping how Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, seeing like, man, if you know, the scenarios, he stripped himself from you, and then now you out here ass naked. You see what I'm saying? And you just, you know, hey, Lord said this, and now your light's off. You know what I'm saying? Now your baby got a disease. You know what I'm saying? Now your damn leg missing. Now your car balled up. You got brothers that's been put in the car accidents, balled up, man. You see what I'm saying? And you got dope. Matter of fact, let's bring it up.
What was it?
2 Corinthians 5:11.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh.
So you have people, that's how you have a situation to where you got somebody else warning the others. You see what I'm saying? Because they will have been tried in that same fire that's getting ready to be brought by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, man. Like people play with fire until they get burnt.
Yeah. Yep.
It's all fun and games, like they said to you, punched in your face, man. When shit hit the fans, you still a fan of not being a fan of how about Shmuel Shah. That's some scary stuff, man. Lord said He gonna make it dark, man. It get real dark without Yahweh Shmuel Shah, man. You somewhere shaking and shivering. You know what I'm saying? That's the power we dealing with, man. Go ahead, bro. So you have those that ultimately have been shown this because, hey, the Lord Yahweh Shah, he been knew the terror of Yahweh, man. Why you think he was so in line, man? He knew. Think we just, Go ahead.
Yeah, 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto God, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness.
Yeah, see? It's clear. Oh, they know. They really know the terror of the Lord, man. You see? This is not no game, man. You got what you holding? You holding
Romans.
No, the other ones that we bring out, yeah. So everybody about to come down. So these believers, all the believers, us in this truth, we see it. We're like, man, hey, the scriptures tell you how it's a terrible thing to fall in the hand of Yahweh Shah. Once your life is at the whim of hoping for mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like just that mercy would just fall out of nowhere. Well, at that point, I would have you worshiping the Lord, man. You asking for Yahweh Shah. You asking for mercy to be. I just need a miracle right now. Like when people say that. Because you've been taken completely out of, and ultimately you have met your demise. I mean, so means what you got? Just bring out whatever we call it.
Ephesians 4. I got Philippians 1:27. Revelation.
Just bring them out.
Philippians chapter 1 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
Only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of Mashiach.
Yeah, hold that one. Let's get another one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was say John 4.
No, Revelation 4.
So like Revelation 4:11
and 2. 4 and 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation chapter 4 verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven.
Yep.
And one sat on the throne.
Yep. See, and what?
And one.
See that?
And one sat on the throne.
That same one spirit, everybody about to have to give reverence to. The Lord out here scaring the shit out of people, man. You don't know what somebody going through right now. You don't know, you gotta think it's somewhere real dark right now. Okay. Or somebody's shivering, just hoping for mercy. You see what I'm saying? That's just been, that's just out here. And it's ultimately due to them, and it's more than likely, it's a so-called Black, Latino, Native American Indian. I guarantee you right now, you got a Jake bleeding out right now because he just got hit. A kid, you know what I'm saying? Somebody on a stretcher going to, and it's ultimately once again because they have forsook Yahweh Shmuel Shah, man. You got something?
Yeah, Con.
Go ahead.
It's James chapter 1, verse 19. It says, "Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well."
Mm-hmm.
It says the devils also believe and tremble.
See, the devils tremble, man. Everybody's gonna have to worship this one power, man. And everybody's getting tidbits of seeing that being true through different shit. You see what I'm saying? Through these events. Lord is literally gonna make it, but nobody want to listen right now. If we can go to Proverbs 1 real quick. Mm-hmm. Proverbs 1, and we can start at verse 22.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, man. See? And matter of fact, if you can start at 20, watch this. Come on.
Verse 20. Wisdom crieth without.
What?
Wisdom.
Yeah, who's wisdom? Wisdom ultimately denotes Yahweh Shmuel Shah. You see? Give me Proverbs 2 and 7.
Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 7. he led up sound wisdom.
2 and 6, my bad.
Verse 2 and 6, it says, for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai giveth wisdom.
Yeah, for the Lord Yahweh giveth wisdom, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he giveth wisdom. You see? Wisdom belongs to him. If you can jump to Proverbs 8 and 14.
Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 14. Counsel is mine and sound wisdom
belongs to him. They say all wisdom come from the Lord. You know, it tell you that in I think wisdom. Solomon declared that all wisdom come from the Lord. You see, all knowledge and skill, you know, and all of that. They say all wisdom also. See if I can get that. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 16. For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also. You see, and knowledge of workmanship. You see that? As you go to Sirach 1 and 1 and jump towards the end, it says what? It says, all wisdom cometh from the Lord and is with him forever. So when you hear about wisdom, it's ultimately Yahweh. Now let's read about where the state, the treatment of wisdom right now. 1 and 20.
Proverbs chapter 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without.
See, wisdom is crying without, meaning what? This thing offered from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which ultimately gives you life, gives you peace, gives you happiness, gives you joy. You see what I'm saying? Ultimately gets you a kingdom, gets you the kingdom. It's crying without. You know, it's being sat out here and no one's picking it up. No one's regarding it, man. You see what I'm saying? The very thing that will stop you, the very thing that instructs you on how to, you know, stay alive and be not in jams and stuff like that. This same thing has been put out here and no one's, you know, regarding it. And it's through the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. That's why that's why Yahweh Shah said, I just paraphrase it. Where two should I like it this generation? It's like unto, you know, men that you know, children that crying so they, you know, let me just grab it real quick, you know. This is Matthew 11 and 17, and saying we have pipe. Let me jump up one. It says, verse 15, Matthew 11 and 15, he that had ears to hear, let him hear. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? See, these Jakes, one's walking around right now, your average big head nigga, your average loudmouth woman, you see what I'm saying? Your average, just, I don't know, she's just laid back ass chick, you know what I'm saying? Child, it says, well, whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows. See, that's Proverbs 1 and 20. And saying, if you can read that one time.
Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without.
See? Go ahead.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
See? That's this. Matthew 11 and 16. But whereunto? Let me start at 15. Here, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. You got understanding. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like children sitting in the markets. That's in the streets. You see? And calling unto their fellows. So ultimately, that wisdom crying without in the streets is the men that has been given the wisdom, that have been taught how, man, we ain't nothing without the Lord. Like, you got to worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They have been persuaded. They have learned the terror of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai because they was tried with the same fire that's on its way. That's going to make everyone willing. You know? You willing to play with the fire till you get burnt, man. That's why I say, who will pity a charmer bitten by a serpent? You know, Lord told you never trust thy enemy. Then your ass get bit, man. And now you pricked. And then he said that if you can go there real quick, Baba Kushar, Sirach 12 and 10. Well, I'll just say it. He said, not the last, he said, at the end, y'all gonna remember my words. See? We just hold that. You know, you can't make this up. Matter of fact, go ahead and bring it up. 12 and 10.
Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
This is what the the crying consists of? These words. Wisdom crying out without, which is just simply the men trying to talk to their fellows. Who's these men in the marketplaces, these children in the marketplaces? Those that have started over because they seen their way was right. The men and women and children of the Israelite race, or the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians that have been convinced their life is not right. We can't lean into our own understanding, on some I save so much money by switching over to Geico type stuff. You see what I'm saying? I saved my life by taking heed, while I still had the chance, by repenting when the place of repentance was still open. You see? And since then, I've been able to see even through my error, but in my return, I see the riches that's truly, said to really be, as far as how this doctrine is, looked at, and to be looked at. You see, so these same ones that have repented, this is pretty much their words, but it's really the men. The men is in the streets, in the marketplaces, crying and trying to give the same, like do it while you can, bro. Like, nah, they need, you see? Because the Lord has gave them terror, man. You see? They's able to see, like you got some that just get dreams. Moms wake up crying, man. All right. So let me finish this and we're gonna get that Sirach. So this is Matthew 12:11 and 15. He that has ears to hear, let him hear, but whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplace, in the markets, calling unto their fellows, and saying, we have piped unto you. You see? We trying to tell you, and ye have not danced. We telling you repent. We know to tell the Lord, hey man, you gonna be willing. Hey, how about me? I ain't nothing to play with. Hey, you better take this doctrine. You better do this, sis. You better do that. You better not do that, sis. Hey, them the enemies. Don't trust the enemies. That's what the piping consists of, man. It's a song they playing, but everybody simply see it like a show. That's why I was liking unto them in a marketplace, piping it, but that ain't what's going on. That's how the world sees it. Exactly. That's how it's being considered. But really, Moses, that's how they see it. We like moms, basically. Right. No one knows what the mom's saying, but he clearly trying, he like, you in the box.
Exactly. He trying to convey his thoughts.
Get out. But the hell with the mom, you know what I'm saying? That's how these people see it, though. You see? If you can read that Proverbs 1 and 20 one more time.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
See? Come on.
She crieth in the chief places of concourse.
Where Moses is at. Ain't no excuse. The main people that need to hear this. You see what I'm saying? The main people the Lord has his eye on. The chief place of concourse, the high places. You see? Because it's about everybody getting in it, being put. Hey, you need to know you about to bow. Okay. And if you don't, you won't bow the hard way. If you don't bow volunteer, go ahead.
She crieth in the chief places of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city, she uttereth her words.
Yeah, they not in the church. Wisdom actually out here for free, and no one's regarding it. Did you finish the verse?
Yeah, that's a saying,
Yeah. So let me finish this. Matthew 11 and 17, and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you. How can they mourn? If you can go to, let me get that real quick. Well, if you can go to, we jump right back here. Jeremiah 14 and 2. You say, it says, and saying we have piped unto you and you have not danced. We have mourned. They complaining. They crying for the sign, the abominations of desolation. Like, man, the Lord gonna kill you, man. You need to, since you can really get on the level, brother, you can really, man, look, man, y'all gotta return. Hey, man, I know, like, the Lord really benefited me when I did this. I got this, I got that. I woke up one day and it was just like this. You know what I'm saying? They know. And he says, we have mourned unto you because they've been put through it. But it says, and ye have not lamented. Go ahead, bro.
Man. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Judah mourneth.
See? Because everything start with Judah. You got so-called blacks out here mourning, man, on the streets with all the sense in the world, man, at home, all day, every day. Why? Because, hey, see, that's how you know it's wisdom. Because it says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. So the man that's crying for all abominations and desolation set up, that's actually wisdom. Crying again, trying to warn, hey, you might want to listen, take heed before you do it, you know, while you can. Because when you're in the very thing you were being warned about, you're going to consider Yahweh Shmi outside, man. And now you somewhere, you know. Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 14 and 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Yeah, and the gates is the men on the front, on the streets. See? Where's gates found at? You see?
Exactly.
On the streets, the front men, you know? Go ahead.
It says, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
Yeah, you go into the word black and mean dark. Mm-hmm. But, you know, that's that simple. All right? Now, what, if we can go, we can drop that. So what is this voice actually consisting of? One more time, 1 and 20.
Yep, Proverbs 1 and 20. Mm-hmm. Wisdom crieth without.
Crying. Why is wisdom crying? Oh, give me Isaiah 58 and 1. See your brother got. Yeah, if you got scriptures, you know, you can post. Go ahead.
Cry aloud, spare not.
Isaiah what?
Isaiah 58, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Cry aloud, spare not.
See, cry. Mm-hmm. Now when you go into the word cry, means recite. Bring these words out, man. But it's going to be animated. You can't bring out how people going to die. You see how bad is it? Like, because what is these words? What are you reciting? This book. Well, what does this book consist of? Drop that. Or go ahead and finish.
God. Jeremiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not.
Yeah, recite these words. Come on.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Why? Because the wages of sin is death. Now they're reciting to you what? The words of this book. Well, what's found in this book? Drop that. Go to Ezekiel 2 and 10. Bible shop.
Yep. Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 10. And he spread it before me.
Spread what?
And he spread it before me.
Now you got to think, if we're dealing with the ancient time, before you had the book, you had scrolls. You see what I'm saying? So it was spread before Ezekiel. The words. This is really still a scroll. You know, because if I rolled it up, you know, if I rolled it up and I spread it out on the table, that's what you get. See that? Go ahead.
Yeah. And he spread it before me, and it was written within.
And it was what?
Written.
See?
Within and without.
Yeah, the same book. And we could prove that's a book. Real, book. We could prove it's a book. I'll get it. This is Revelation 5, you know, and 2. This same book we got, man. Oh, man. Revelation 5 and 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne, that same one. You see? A book. You see? Written in. See? It's the same thing. Within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. Now listen. It says, and I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof. And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither in the earth under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much. They crying because they like, man, if you don't, you know, we got to get this word, man. So you have men that eventually get it through the spirit of Yahushua, because Yahushua will have loosened it. And in it you will find written in this book what? But it says, and I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and read the book, neither to look thereon. And it says what? And one of the elders said unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, Yahushua, has prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. So there it is. Yahushua, the book open now.
And now we able to go into this book and see what it's saying. Oh man, what's not written in this book, bro?
Kind. And he spread it before me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was written within and without.
See, that's it. Come on.
And there were written therein lamentations.
And where?
There was written therein lamentations and mourning.
And what?
And mourning.
See, we have mourned unto you. See that? Go ahead.
And woe.
Because we done found out what's in this book, man. You're gonna be mourning if you don't find out what's in this book. You know, you're gonna be mourning if you go through what's in this book without how can I say this, man? You're gonna be mourning if you go through what this book saying is set up for months to go through, right? The hard way though, if you don't just read it and take heed to it and end up mourning that way. Because you gotta think you finna mourn now because you know everybody you know about to die, man. You know little Jay about to die, man. I know your future headed, bro. You know your little brother gonna die, your little sister gonna die, your mama gonna die, your auntie gonna, you know all this, man. You know you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? If you play games. So you will have those that will have been shown that that's the elect, the ones that's been chosen to hear and understand. That's why he said, he that had ears, let him hear. So we've been blessed. And the Lord would prove it to us like, yeah, this is a power you want to be willing. Because how would you really be able to be an example if you can't truly embody, you know, the complete submissiveness to this one power, to this word? You know, if you hadn't gone through the reasons for why you would submit to that power. You know what I'm saying? And the same reason that these people are about to submit to this power, which we're warning you about, man. You see? So you got something? And that's ultimately going into what? Lord about to pull up, man. All right? So we're going to get a word real quick, some words that the wisdom that's crying. So the wisdom crying, everybody crying, man. Because it's like the very thing you need to live and not die and not be gruesome and look like a horror movie. You see what I'm saying, right? The worst thing you can ever, just woes and lamentations, as it said. The very thing you need to stay out of that is this book, but nobody reading it, man. Nobody willing to read it. Nobody willing to take heed, man. And you have those that have been put through outright crazy situations. Jeremiah was shown the terror of the Lord. Ezekiel was told to eat dung. Man's dung. Man's dung. And Yahweh, man, Lord, have not eaten anything unclean, please, Lord. Yahweh, he said, all right, you're going to eat cow's dung. You see what I'm saying? This is the power, you know? He has to show the business that's going to go out and sell his product. You got to be able to sell it. Hey, drop that Baba Kushar, go to Baba Kushar, Revelation 2 and 10. You got to be able to sell it, man. You're not just sitting up. You think we can't sell it? You think I can't sell this to you? You don't want to know the terror of the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
No, Slaki. What's that? 3 and 18. Buy me gold. Yep.
Yeah, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold.
He said, I counsel thee. I'm instructing you, man, to do what?
To buy of me gold.
To buy into this, man. Are you willing to buy? Look, in order to buy something, you got to be willing first.
That's right.
You see? So it's dealing with being willing. Lord, but he telling you don't even just do it, man. You better just do it. He said, I counsel thee what?
To buy of me gold.
Of who?
Of gold.
No, of who?
To buy of me.
See? To buy of him, man. The Lord said he's selling gold, man. He's selling riches. He's selling something you need, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Buy of me gold tried in the fire.
See? That's the men. Buying to these men that have put through, these believers. You sisters, you better believe that, you better believe that, brother. You better believe, hey, they've been shown visions, actually put some stuff, etc., man. Imagine the thoughts your house out walked around with, man. He knew the slave ships, man. And everything, man. He was completely persuaded. He said, "No, look, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men." So if we know, how much more him? And it's the same one, right? That's trying to warn us, because it's this word, man. He's trying to warn us, man. But guess what? You're gonna be willing to take heed to the word, right? When the consequences of not pull up on your ass, man. Ultimately, how it's shot, man. His power, the power of these words, man. You're gonna feel it, man. Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I counsel thee, this Revelation chapter 3 and 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich.
Yeah, and that's that same fire. So these men, you got men that's been actually tried in the fire, man. And they out crying out, man. That same fire they about to bring, like, bro, you don't get burnt, man. Or they, because they ain't even just in a bad sense all the time. Like, no, you can really win if you just take heed, bro. Trust me. Mm-hmm. I seen it, you know? Go ahead.
Yeah. It says that thou mayest be rich.
See? Lord trying to put you on, but nobody willing. They said, nah, ain't no hope. We're gonna follow the imaginations of our own heart, man. Many have received benefits and have not known me. Nigga like, nah, I get it how I get it. I don't need that Bible. No, that's an allegory. You know what I'm saying? You know, jump, Jake. You got it.
And white raiment,
yep, that
thou mayest be clothed.
Look, if you dirty, you don't want the Lord to have to clean you up, man. You see? Because guess what? Fire cleaning agent, man. All right? That's the same fire these men have appetized, if you will. Mm-hmm. You felt a little bit of scorch of your how about smell shot. They felt that. They've been put through that fire, man. They was actually created to come through the same fire that you people think you big and bad to go up against and not even able to take, though. You see? They've been put through it already. If you can go to Mark 12, drop that, Mark 12 and 49, and then we get these other ones. We get a few more and close out. You know? Yeah. Brother got, man. The niggas don't want to listen right now. Light of Israel, Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice saying, come out of her, my people, you so-called Black, Latino, Native American, Indian men and women, that ye be not partakers of her sins. That's what his word say. Because sin is what? The wages of sin is death. Some gonna die, man. You're gonna lose some. You're gonna take an L. It says, in that ye receive not of her place. The Lord got an ultimate punishment plan for this place, man. You know, it's consequences to not taking heed to this word, man. You know, just like you struggle without your glasses. Hey, it's the scripture say, without eyes, thou shalt want light. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Lord gave you eyes to see, and you neglected them, didn't take care of them, then he take them from your ass. Now you want them back. But the same instructions you was given in order to keep them, you didn't take heed to. You see what I'm saying? Now you take that example and you apply it to any scenario you could think of, man. Lord has given us instruction to keep, you know, and you put the structure off. Now you lost the very thing the Lord's telling you need to keep. You see what I'm saying? And now you without it, and you know, so you can't disannul his word. Everybody gonna be willing the day of that power, man. When the Lord pull up, man. 1, 2, the word coming for you, man. All right. But either way, Ezekiel 3 and 7, not quite I hasten the day, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me, because we speak in his words. For all the house of Israel are imputed and hard-hearted. They say a hard head make a soft ass, man. You see? You got that?
12, stop at 44.
I want the Luke, think not. No, not think not. Fire on the earth. Luke 12. I said Mark, Luke 12 and 49. My bad.
Mark 12.
Yeah, man.
Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And what will I if it be already kindled?
See, that same fire that they've been tried through, they trying to warn you about. He on his way with that same fire. This fire can melt you, man. Can make you consume away. You see? So you gotta take heed to it, you know? Because the fire either gonna build you up to take heed, or it's gonna break your ass down to take heed. But you can't be built up unless you already down.
Exactly.
You see? You know, it making sense to tell us in Hebrews the 12th chapter, 29th verse, for our God is a consuming fire, man. He'll devour you. So when you're devoured, ultimately, really by this word, you're gonna be willing in that day. The day you get devoured by the very thing that you thought was just a page or a word or a book. You know, you're gonna be willing to take heed to it. You're willing. That's the same thing. That's your terror now. That's the same thing that has pulled up on you now. You see, the same thing that was trying to be not, you know,
Exactly.
and it's the same thing. You know, you got something?
No, we good.
Okay, man. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 1.
Mhm.
Not Wisdom of Solomon. Proverbs 1, then we'll get that Sirach in a second.
Okay.
1 and 20. Watch this.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20.
Uh-huh.
It says, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, and the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words.
Her what?
Her words.
Her what?
Her words.
See? Come on.
Saying.
Mm-hmm. So this is not just some thing, you know, this like a damn, you know, a talking piece of paper or something like that, or you know, not I really ain't even say that, but you know, a cartoon head or something. No, it's like the real spirit of these words coming to life, you know, before you in the form of men bringing them out. That's wisdom trying to warn you, man. If wisdom bring you to a kingdom, well, what will happen if disregarding it? What would that bring you? What would disregarding wisdom bring you? Come on, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, this verse 22, it says, how long ye simple
to
ones.
nothing. And at that point, if you went through that, you would what? You would be willing, man. Go ahead.
How long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning.
And what?
And fools hate knowledge.
So ultimately, wisdom is giving knowledge, putting you in to know on something. The same thing that's going to get you saved. These words put you in on the know of what's going to get you saved. Because he said, we are saved by hope. See, you go into that word hope in Romans, the 8th chapter, 24th verse. It means what? It means expecting good and evil. You put in on the know of what's about to come, on what certain consequences get you, on what not keeping wisdom gets you, on what keeping wisdom gets you. You see? This wisdom is actually trying to give, and Moses is disregarding it. But you got it.
Okay. This is verse 23 of Proverbs chapter 1. It says,
we were disregarding it, but now we know. You see what I'm saying? And now everybody else about to learn, including Esau. Come on.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold.
Well, Esau gonna see, he gonna be eradicated. Because it say in the land of the living, let him be showed favor. He not gonna change.
Yeah.
He just made to be like that, but everybody else gonna learn. Go ahead.
Yep. How long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge.
Come on.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
What's the spirit? These words. He said, for these words I speak unto you, they are spirit, they are life. See? And then it's life.
Exactly.
So not taking heed to this spirit, aka this word, is death.
Exactly. It's the spirit that quickeneth.
You see? You losing some. It's many forms of death.
Yeah.
You know, the brothers say that a lot. It's many forms of death, man. All right? That's true. Go ahead.
It says, I will make known my words unto you.
See? Whose words?
My words.
Come on, man. The creator, man. Come on. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Because I have called and he refused.
See? Come on.
I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye set at naught.
But ye what?
But ye have set at naught all my counsel.
Wasn't willing. Come on.
And would none of my reproof.
See? Go ahead. Now, what's the consequence to that? Go ahead.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Because it's a response to, it's a reaction to
Right.
action.
Exactly.
Now, action is not taking action.
Mhm.
You see, that can even be an action. Not acting upon this word. Oh, it tell you in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, you know, when place of repentance was opened unto them, you know, they refused it, despised it, you know, understood not, but despised it. And they say what? The same must know it after death by pain, ultimately due to what? No, not taking action upon the repentance that's been given. You know, the words has been put out, the instruction, in order for you to live, in order for you not to lose, in order for you to gain. You see what I'm saying? You will have went on and done, if you will have went on and done that, those that will go on to do that, us that have went on to do that, we see what it gets you. You know, a good case of you played yourself. I'm willing, Lord. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 9.
No, we don't need that.
Yeah, kind of.
Back to the Proverbs.
Yep. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity.
Go on.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
Your very fear, the very thing you was, man, bro. Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction
Your
cometh,
what?
and your destruction,
Your what?
destruction
See, being took apart. You see that? Come on.
cometh as a whirlwind.
The very thing you thought you was built up, Lord, is gonna be taken down completely in pieces, piece by piece, due to this word. Through the power of this word will pull up on you. That's really when that happens. Something is being taken, you know, piece by piece down, broken down. That's really the word pulling up on you. You see, and ultimately the word gonna manifest in the form of Yahweh Shah. You see, come on.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me.
See, they gonna be willing. What? Go to get this premier scripture, Psalms 110, man. Come on. And 3. He said, then they shall call upon me, man.
Psalms chapter 110 and verse 3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
See? Come on. And what's the power of these words, man? You see? He said, surely I am full of power. Let me get that. This is Micah 3 and 8. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit. See, the words of the Lord. That's the power. You're going to be willing when these words act on you, man. When the power of these words is shown to you, of not taking heed to them is shown to you. That's when you're going to be, that's when Jake's going to be willing. That's when we'll be willing. That's the day written. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of Yahweh, and of judgment and of might, to declare unto Jacob his transgression and to Israel his sin. That's powerful. And ultimately, really, no one's taking heed to Yahushua. Basically, everybody like F Yahushua. The same thing he did in the past time. Turned their back on Yahushua, what? And it brought your own demise, your own death. It got you marked for death. Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 110 and 3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
Yeah, and also on the good side, when we actually, you're gonna be willing to take heed to this when you see the benefits of worshiping Yahweh outside, taking heed to these words, because it says what? Acts 6 and 8. And Stephen, full of faith and power, this word, he was full of it because he took heed to it, did great wonders and miracles among the people. You see, and you're gonna be like, let me take more heed. You getting power. You see what I'm saying? Lord's building your household, he's building your family, he's building your mind, he's building your faith, he's building all these things, man. He's building a hedge around you. The hedge deep now, thick hedge now. You see what I'm saying? Nothing can come nigh, because you taking heed to these words. And when you start to see that in the effect, because it says, matter of fact, if you can go there real quick, or you got something, go to 2nd Ezra 9 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start at 6.
2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings.
See?
and wonders and powerful works,
Mm-hmm.
and endings.
You see, matter of fact, started 2.
Yeah.
Then we jumped there. Go ahead.
2 Ezra chapter 9 and 2.
Uh-huh.
Then shalt thou understand.
Yep.
That is the very same time.
That it what?
That is the very same time.
That it is. You said that it the favorite. You said that it the very same.
So like
it's all good.
Yeah, kind of says that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
See? The same one you thought was just a book.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or the book will be seen in front of you through events playing out, certain consequences that were said to be the consequence for doing certain things or not doing certain things, being right at your doorstep, right in your life, right in your head, right in your household. You see what I'm saying? Right next door. You see? Right in your backyard, right at your job. You see what I'm saying? Right in your health now. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 6. It says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings.
And what?
And wonders
and what?
Powerful,
yep.
And powerful works.
Yep.
And endings and effects.
Any what?
Endings and effects.
And effects. Come on.
And signs.
So this word when this word actually takes effect, that's when you're going to be willing, man. See what I'm saying? Okay. So once, us worshiping the Lord start basically the benefits kick in. It's like when you work a job and then you start rolling, then the check come in, and then you know what I'm saying. Yeah. That's that, man. You gonna be willing. So it work both. It work on both spectrums, man. Taking heed to Yahweh Shai. You see. He said, "Come unto me, all you that are heavy laden, and I will, take my yoke upon you. For my yoke is light, my burden." He said, "You're gonna find rest unto your souls." He said, "Let us labor to enter into that rest." Ultimately, us doing this work, the Lord allows us to be at rest, if you will, in comparison to these people. You got what else we got? So yeah, that's basically that.
Yeah, that's something that's Iraq.
Go ahead and finish that Psalms 110. Go ahead and bring that second Ezra out real quick. You said we had something in Sirach.
It's probably second Ezra Salakia.
No, it was Sirach 14 and 12. And I think that was it. We already read second Ezra.
Kind.
14 and 10. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 14, verse 10.
Or 12 and 10. Salakia. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sirach chapter 12, verse 10.
Come on.
Never trust thine enemy.
See, this is what this is what that voice and crying is consisted of. Words like this. Come on.
It says, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
See? Well, Jake gonna be willing when Esau really pull up, man. What was they saying? You say Esau? What was it, y'all? Man, he took your baby. They got your baby in the headlock with an AK. You willing now, man. You want to hang out with him, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to the lock-in and all this other shit. Now you're like, hey, that's heavy. Remember on the movie Get Out when Jake was trying to tell Buddy?
Exactly.
Like, don't trust her, bro. Hey, man, she on some Jeffrey Dahmer, you know what I'm saying?
All the time.
And then he was willing once his ass was, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Give me the keys, Rose. Rose, give me the keys. And he knew once he was willing to take heed to never trusting her, and that was seeing in him what choking out, banging the head against the pavement. Yeah. He's like, I ain't never let you.
He had the lugs all the way good.
I think dude even told him, like, I told you.
No, that was what I was going to say. That was the thing. He picked him up. He's like, I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. See?
Like, I told you.
You got it.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy.
See? That's it. It's clear, he that have ears, let him, hear. You got it.
It says, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself,
that's right,
and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass.
That's what this word is instructing us to do. Will you be willing to hear it though? Or will you have to, to receive the benefits of hearing it? You see what I'm saying? Taking heed to it. Or would you take heed to horrible? You see? Well, let's hear.
And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
He said, pay attention to these devils. Don't trust these so-called white people. Stay away from these damn devils, man. They hate us. It's been put in them to hate us, man. Even if they don't know they hate you, they hate you.
Yeah.
You see? He the devil. Of course, I don't hate anybody, man. Of course you don't know that, because you're the devil. Either way, you being the devil. We're saying that. You're the devil, you're the deceiver. You're here to deceive me. That's your whole purpose. How do we know that? Because the Lord going to eradicate Esau once our kingdom set up. So your whole purpose of existing was just for us. Go ahead.
This verse 12, it says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
See? And that's what happened in the movie Get Out.
Exactly.
They took his body. He trying to be nice to him, and they wanted his body. After they overthrew him, she put him under the witchcraft. He sunk in his own body. You know, you in the back seat in your own body, dealing with this madness here in America, man. These damn devils trying to get into, being a Buddhist or a damn just any doctrine Esau got, a feminist or a dang, man. It's so much stuff, man. Much. Go to the damn Irish bar parade or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Man. It says, neither let him sit at thy right hand.
I remember back in the world, right? I was I just gotta say this, doing some shit I ain't got no business doing, some goofy job. And basically I was around a bunch of Edomites. I woke up with motherfuckers drew penises and shit on my arm. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, that boy gay, man. You better stay away from it. They weird, man. Well, that's a case of this. Go ahead.
All right.
The Lord allowed me to bounce back. That's before I was in the truth, obviously. Come on.
It says, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words.
See? See that? And what?
And be pricked therewith.
See? You're going to be willing to take heed to the words when the scenario of that the words is presenting to you is in front of you. See that? You willing now, you know? So yeah, that's basically it. You got something else?
That was it.
Yeah. So yeah. Hey man. Ultimately, get Sirach 5, Baba Kashah. Playing with the Lord, man. You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we going there too. Start at 4. That's the spirit. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 5 and verse 4. Say not.
Start at 2.
Verse 2, it says, follow not thine own mind and thy strength.
See?
To walk in the ways of thy heart.
See? Of whose heart?
Of thy heart.
Your mind. Come on.
And say not, who shall control me from my works?
See? Yeah. Control deals with power. See that? Come on.
It says, for the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, will surely revenge thy pride.
Yeah. You think these words was just, you thought because the words was on the page and you walking around that you was bigger than these words. Man. And the whole time the words the reason you walking. Go ahead.
All right. It says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me?
Go ahead.
For the Lord is long suffering.
Man, he pull up on you like, and that's what he gonna do. These people playing with how about some outside, he about to, man. They say the slain the Lord about to be many, man. Right. And they gonna see, man. Go ahead.
It says, he will in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation, Salakia. Propitiation, the water. It says, be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
Yeah, you better be willing to take heed. The Lord done showed you, well, I just have repentance. I'm just merciful. But when they say peace and safety, some instruction gonna come. Never repenting. You see? So yeah, that's basically it. You can jump to the point where brother got verse 7.
Yeah, verse 7.
Knock her out hasten the day. Come on.
It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly, shall the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, come forth.
Yep, and that's what Yahushai said he gonna come. He ain't gonna meet you as a man. He comes suddenly. He gonna come quickly. Come on, he gonna do the work, man. And what?
It says, and in thy security, thou shalt be destroyed.
See? Go back to Psalms 110 and 3, we close out.
We'll finish it.
You got more?
and perish in the day of vengeance.
Yep, that's it. In the day of vengeance. Hey, the Lord said that, Yahweh Shah said the day of vengeance in his heart. Go ahead.
Psalms chapter 110 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
Yeah. Ultimately, you men, women, and children taking heed. One's gonna be willing to listen to you. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be bigger than I told you. They're gonna be, you know. What was you saying, sis? What you saying, brother? What was you? You know, when they see the effect of us taking heed through our learning, you see what I'm saying? Us have to learn the hard way because we all done went off and we all been punished for it. But everybody ain't been able to see and ain't been humble enough to admit the Lord got on my ass. And niggas get shot and be like, I felt untouchable after I got shot. Well, not the elect. You see what I'm saying? They're not reprobates. You know, Lord showed me something real scary, man. He'll just give you a thought of what could be. You see what I'm saying? In the same scenario when you being punished. And that's enough for you to take heed, you know, which is due to you wasn't being willing at a point. Lord's about breaking these horses, man, breaking power. You see, that's why he said that the people gonna be willing in the day of his power. You see, because a horse represents power. You got to break a horse, man. That's why the scriptures talk about how the horse is prepared against the day of battle. You know, go ahead. Dealing with those that think they got power, but not knowing all power comes from the Lord, man. Come on.
Psalms 110 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
All power is dictated by these scriptures. Let me say it like that, you know, for good and bad, benefit or loss. Come on.
It says, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth.
So people are gonna be willing when the Lord actually his word take effect. When Yahweh Shah actually manifests, people gonna be willing then. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 4 says,
That's it.
Yeah,
Yep. You could read Revelation 1 and we close out. Because if you ain't mourning now, hey, mourn now or later. Because if we mourning, he said, real quick, go to Isaiah 65, Baba Kushah, and start at 13. And we'll close out Revelation 1 and 7. See? That's it. 65 and 13. Come on.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, God, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Start at 12.
Yeah, verse 12, it says.
Start at 11.
It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table.
Start at 9, then we jump down.
Yeah, Isaiah 65 and 9, and I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob, and out of Judah an inheritor of my mountains. And mine elect shall inherit it.
And his who?
And mine elect.
His elect. Come on.
Shall inherit it.
Yeah. And who?
And my servants.
See, dealing with the remnant, the 1/3, the men, women, and children that will have what? Known the terror of the Lord and was persuaded, trying to persuade others. You see what I'm saying? Willing in the day of before the day of his power. You see? And they became willing through the appetizer of his power. You see what I'm saying? So they will be good ultimately in the day of his power. And then in that same day when he come and everybody willing, we actually got power now. They willing to hear us now. Like, and we're going to see the reward of the wicked when thousands being laid down in our right hand, 10,000 in our other hand. But it ain't going to come nigh us. And they're going to be looking up, please. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing. Go ahead.
It says, and mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there.
Who's going to dwell there?
My servants shall dwell there.
Jump to 11.
This is verse 11. It says, but ye are they that forsake.
Start at 10.
And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and the valley of Achor, a place for the herds to lie down in, for my people that have sought me.
See, we're going to eat good, man. See the herds. Come on.
11, verse 11, it says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
The ones that ain't willing, man. But you know, because they ain't seen his power. They weren't willing to really admit his power. Don't you know how it's going to be in the day of the Lord? It's going to be darkness with no light in it, man. Go ahead.
Says the
oh man, the brother's supposed to on fire. Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 15. Not quite I hasten the day, but it is not impossible to escape thy hand, man. We can close out on that one. Go ahead.
Kind. It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy
You
mountain,
gotta say that name, Lord Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. Come on,
that forget my holy mountain,
come on,
that prepare a table for the troop,
come on.
and that furnish the
For that truth. Come on.
for that troop,
Uh-huh.
and that furnish the drink offering unto that number.
Yep. Go ahead.
Therefore will I number you to the sword,
See, therefore will he number you to the sword. Come on.
and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Right now, these just words. But when you see the exact same words that you was hearing in front of you, you like, you see, you willing now. Come on.
Because when I called,
See, going back to Proverbs 1, wisdom crying out. Come on.
because when I called, ye did not answer.
Yeah, but they said it. You would none of my. He said, but you have said at not all none of my counsel, and with none of all my counsel, with none of my proof reprove. I will also laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear cometh. You see, when your fear cometh, that's desolation. The Lord, hey, he's scary. He says, in your destruction it cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, soon as you get into it, but they shall not find me. For they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, they will none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. You see, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them. You see, the very not willingness is going to be the very thing that gets you killed, man. You know, these words are going to be the very thing that, and you're going to realize that, man. You see, not being taken heed to these words, not being taken heed to, going to be the very thing that get you up out of here. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Thinking you good, thinking you had enough, thinking you got all, no. It says, but whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. See? Go ahead, bro.
It says, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye
and that was Proverbs, the first chapter, by the way. I started at verse 25 on down to 33. Go ahead.
When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes.
And what?
And did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Come on.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, God, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
See, more now, more later. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Behold, my servant shall drink.
Believe it or not. But you're going to be willing when they come. Come on.
But ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart.
They remember?
Yeah.
They were more now or later. You see what I'm saying? More now. Joy, be enjoyed later.
Okay.
Come on.
Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart.
See, he's gonna flip. And what?
And shall howl for vexation of spirit.
You can close out Revelation 1 and 7. Start at 6.
This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 6. And hath made us kings.
Start at 7. Oh, no, you got it. That's beautiful.
Verse 6, it says, and hath made us kings and priests unto God and his Father. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever.
Yeah, when people see us getting raided and beamed up and you winning and eating while everybody else dying and losing, and you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
You see these words remain the same, you know what I'm saying? And you actually on the bad end of them. You willing to take heed now. You like, oh my fucking, come on.
Yeah.
That's how it is, man. Come on.
Verse 7, it says, behold, he cometh with clouds.
See? Lord gonna actually pull up. This word gonna pull up on you, man. Come on.
Behold, he cometh with clouds.
And what?
And every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him.
Let me read this real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, not 16:16. For the ungodly that denied to know thee, were scourged by the strength of thine arm. That power with strange rains, hails, and showers were they persecuted, that they could not avoid. And through fire were they consumed. What's the fire? These words. Are not my word as fire? See?
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Revelation chapter 7 and chapter 1 and verse 7.
Yeah.
Behold, he cometh with clouds,
Mhm.
and every eye shall see him,
Ultimately, how gonna make this word manifest on people, man? Come on.
and they also which pierced him,
Mm-hmm.
in all
The
kindreds.
same so-called Jesus Christ everybody wants to play with. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Yahweh Hamashiach. Come on.
Yep. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
See? All that laughing now. But hey, so we're gonna be good. We're gonna be willing, they're gonna be willing the day of our power, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn. These people about to learn. So you got anything else?
That's it, all right.
All right, so with that, I'm gonna say Shalom. Give our honor, praise, and glory to the Heavenly Father. Call Halam La
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahakadash Wakah.
The next time, Shalom.